like, it says he had extreme curiosity and earnest research to learn the laws of nature, and so they were both really involved with nature and nature.
And then he goes on to say how going through school he was never like the same as his classmates, and he only had one true friend, and that's Henry Clerval. And he just talks about throughout this whole chapter, just he has such a deep emotional connection with all the people that are close to him, and he just goes into detail about it, and he never says anything negative about the people around him, and he's just always talking about how good his parents were to him, how close he was to his friends and his sister.
And yeah, going along with the paragraph that you shared, the paragraph that begins with meanwhile, that's at the bottom of page 30, it just talks about, like, he talks about Elizabeth like she walks on water, and he just really, like, loves her, and yeah.
And then, like, going along with the school thing, he never really had an interest in what they were teaching there, and he, like, completely went against, like, the social thing, and he, like, was into science and nature, and he got all these, like, different books from all these authors that wrote books about science.
And then in the bottom of page 30, he says, to my after tell of misery. So that's kind of like foreshadowing what's going to happen on his trip, and what happened to him. So, and then he read a bunch of books that were involved in this. I don't know what to call it. Involved in, like, natural
It was like philosophy.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, go ahead.
and then his dad just, like, shot him down when he, like, told his dad about it. He said, "Ah, Cornelius Agrippa, my dear Victor, do not waste your time upon this. It is sad trash." But he didn't listen to his father. He just did what he wanted to do, and he read the books and taught himself anyways.
And then, yeah, he kept on reading more books about natural philosophy and learning the secrets of nature. And then, let's see. He said, I took their word for all that they averred, and I became their disciple. So he really almost kind of like worshipped these people that were writing these books. And yeah, he said wealth was an inferior object, but what glory would attend the discovery. So he was just super interested in discovering more things and learning more things all the time.
And then on one night there was a storm outside their house, and lightning hit the tree and, like, burst it into flames, and that kind of ignited his wanting to learn for the electricity and how it made things work. And then they, like, I don't know if he did or if there's a different scientist that tested out electricity on the frogs to see if, like, what it did with the muscles, and just that storm and what it did to the tree, like, really helped him to, like, want to learn for that.
And then we were a little confused on this part, so I'll ask all of you guys. But it says, a man of great research in natural philosophy, like, explained what happened to the tree. And then, did he, like, shut down the authors of the books that he was reading? Did he, like, kind of shut down what they were saying and saying that it was, like, old things and that there were newer things? Is that what he was doing there?
Yeah. Yep. Like the incident with the tree, like, that ignited his thinking, literally. And then so then he started to question all the things that he had previously been studying.
And then he talks about how that was just such a miraculous change, and it was like almost as if a guardian angel was in his life, and he's just talking about the tranquility and gladness of his soul, that he was so happy that he found what he wanted to do